Hey everybody, welcome to the show tonight. We're doing The Luck of the Irish and basically celebrating St. Patrick's Day a day early. So, I want to first mention that a day early, that the 20th anniversary of this movie is this month. So that's kind of exciting. I did not realize when we picked this movie that that was the case. So it was really exciting when we dug that up. Hi, Kiki. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Kiki.
So I guess there's the theme to this movie. It's kind of like heritage, where you come from. So everyone has traditions handed down from parents to children. And then Kyle, so we'll just get right into it. And then Kyle, who is the main character, starts bugging his parents after the girl at school, Bonnie, asks him about it. So he starts getting really curious about his heritage and where his family comes from, which is basically this entire movie centered around that one thing. And I think it's really cool. So before we start, Rachel, you want to tell them where it was filmed and all that?
So the inside scenes were filmed at Juan Diego Catholic School in Utah, and like the carnival scenes and all that, like where they had the Irish festival and the carnival scenes, were filmed in Lagoon in Utah. So basically the whole movie was filmed in Utah.
Okay. And what was that fact you found out about the school?
Oh, some of the scenes from Halloween Town, which is another Disney Channel movie, was filmed where this movie was filmed, the inside, which I thought was really cool.
That is, because Halloween Town is some of my favorite movies. Okay, so we'll go back to Kyle. Facts about Kyle: he's a basketball star. He's super lucky. And he has no clue where he came from. So he asks his parents about his heritage, and they avoid the question completely. Like they always change the subject, stuff like that. Finally, one night, he's pushing it because he really wants to know because of this heritage thing going on at school. And finally, his dad says Cleveland. Well, that's not much of an answer, especially since, as we all know, we all come from elsewhere unless we were born here as Native Americans. So obviously that's not the answer he was looking for. So he tells his dad that. He's like, well, my grandfather was from Buffalo. What good is that information? So he starts to feel like they're hiding something from him. And of course, what do kids do when they start feeling like somebody is hiding something from them?
Investigating.
Yes. So since he really doesn't know much, while he's at school, he goes online. And let me tell you, I completely forgot about those colored Apple computers. Like the colored Macs.
They're called iMacs, I found out. And you don't see those around anymore. I don't think they even sell them. Maybe eBay, but I don't know.
And, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, did that bring back any, like, middle school memories or high school vibes for anybody other than me? Everybody in chat, like, yeah, that was like I learned to type on one of those. um, sorry, the dog is kind of going off. She hardly does so. So Bonnie sits down and tries to help him. Bonnie is the girl that. Sorry, I'm playing with the pen. I don't know why. Bonnie is the girl that's put together Heritage Day. Hold on. Okay, that should do it. But anyway, she's the girl that's putting together Heritage Day, and she says, "Well, have you tried looking up your family?" Which, of course, he said he's tried, but he can't find anything on his dad. And there's like 4 million pages, 4,000 pages about people named Bob Johnson. So that's a bust. And I'd have gotten my butt kicked if I ever did this next thing. I don't know about any of you, but my butt would have gotten kicked if I went through my parents' desk to find stuff.
For sure.
Because that's never a good idea.
You could get in big trouble for doing that. Even like doing it at a teacher's desk.
Oh, I can imagine. But his mom kind of catches him almost going through it, which is like, okay, because he discovered. Do you remember what he discovers going through the desk?
Was it the little charm that goes around his neck?
No, that's what he has. He's always had.
Remind me what it is.
That his dad changed his name from Smith to Johnson.
Interesting that he changed it.
I believe it does, I think, explain further on in the movie, which is a very good thing. So he tells his mom he's going to go shoot some hoops. And so we go to her walking over and kind of looking at what he's pulled out on the desk. And then to him shooting hoops with his friend Russell. And Russell, after they, finish, Russell goes and somehow they convinces them that they're going to go to the Irish festival, which I don't honestly think that was a good idea, going somewhere without telling your parents and whatnot.
Imagine if the kid gets kidnapped at the Irish festival. Like, his parents wouldn't know where he was.
Right. So they figure that, okay, we'll just go check it out. And while they're checking it out, they go over and they meet this funny little old man. Who, we find out later in the movie who that is. But he, like, I don't know how to describe him. He was all about making your own shoes and showing him the sole of his shoe, which had a snake on it.
I thought that was interesting.
Like, okay. That was interesting. I didn't understand exactly why a snake has to do with luck or leprechauns or Irish.
Is maybe possibility. Keep going.
I don't know if anybody watching has any idea. Let us know.
I was thinking a snake might be a lucky charm for the Irish people. Maybe you never know. What?
Then I know what it is.
Hold on, my dad knows what it is. What the snake means.
Oh, really? Okay. That's interesting that he knows. That's gonna be fun to find out.
I'll message you after the thing, and we can like. But he,
Put it in the-
they drove the snakes out of Ireland. That's what it has to do with.
I think it might be the leopard.
Ah, okay. And then after that, I'm pretty sure, like, it's been a while since I've watched this movie, and when they discovered that the gold coin,
St. Patrick
there's a bunch of
experiment.
replicas around the there at the festival that are obviously fake. He wears one just like it, but his is real gold, which is because obviously it's Irish and the family heirloom.
My dad said
So-
Saint Patrick's something about exterminating
Exterminated
Ireland snakes into the sea by driving them into the sea. That's why it mentions snakes.
Okay. Tell him thank you.
Because Ireland is free of native snakes to this day.
Because Ireland is free of native snakes to this day.
That is a very interesting fact that I did not know.
Jesse says thanks.
You
But
betcha.
I'm pretty sure he got pickpocketed it's been, like I said, it's been a while. So, but however they exchanged the coin on his necklace, I was completely confused because it's like you can see the coin the entire time. So
Maybe magic. And I thought it was cool how he automatically what's the main character? What's the main boy's name again?
Kyle.
I thought it was cool how he automatically just started tap dancing. He was doing his Irish,
step dance.
and it makes me wonder if he had like past history for that.
Well, before that, it shows everybody starting to step dance when Seamus goes around and puts a hand on their shoulder. So that's kind of interesting. And then after he gets home, and then it's about that time that he gets knocked over. So it was either the scene where they were patting him, putting the necklet, the lei thing around his neck, or when they knocked him over in the crowd when he got pickpocketed. I'm not entirely sure which, but when he gets home, everything's fine and dandy. His dad just asks where he was, and he gets in trouble for going to the fairgrounds. And then,
that's
of course,
where the part it was filmed in Lagoon was the fairgrounds part.
yeah. And then, of course, they wake up the next morning, and I remember correctly, he was a little bit shorter already. And when he got the necklace off the trophy, he landed on his foot.
I thought that was funny.
Then all of a sudden, he's running out of his room when his dad and him are running down the stairs because they smell smoke. And that is where Mom was cooking breakfast.
Yes. The mom was cooking eggs and a rasher of bacon and potato cakes banger, which is sausage made from pork and breadcrumbs, and they had black and white pudding, which I don't think it's the traditional pudding. I never looked up what black and white pudding is, but I do not believe it's the traditional pudding that we have in the States. For sure, I know that.
No. And I do know from reading my J.D. Robb books that is called a full Irish. Because the main character in one of those books is an Irishman, and the author visits Ireland all the time, so she's puts little things about Ireland in her books. So I do know that is what it's called.
Be interesting to try.
I think it would, to be honest. The next interesting thing that happens, she puts his lunch on the table or counter in front of them and says, Major Luck, tells him that he made her lunch, his lunch. And you looked up what that was.
Yes, for lunch. And the lunch came in like a pot and it's covered in something. But for lunch, the mom packs Creuben and coal cannon. Creubens are pig feet and coal cannons are mashed potatoes and cabbage. Which sounds disgusting to me.
I could deal probably with the mashed potatoes and cabbage.
For sure.
But the pig's feet? I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? What do you think of pig's feet? Ugh. And then so he goes to school, realizes he's got no luck. Like everything's just nothing. I'm having issues speaking today, everyone. I am sorry for this. He has issues with luck. Everything, just nothing goes his way. He can't find his homework. He spills that nasty lunch on himself. After of course it falls out of his locker. He went to get a drink from the water fountain, and instead of going up in the arc that water fountains usually do, it hit his pants. Which everyone can imagine what that looked like. It was crazy. And then someone offered him a cupcake at lunch, and he went to take a bite, and of course that fell down. I really felt bad for Kyle at this point, and his friend Russell is just sitting there like, dude, are you okay? You know?
I thought it was funny because the movie is called The Luck of the Irish, so he's supposed to be lucky, and then in that scene, everything was unlucky to him.
Exactly, and then it just gets worse. He goes to basketball practice. Coach says, no running tonight. We've got a game. So no one leaves here until they've made 10 shots. He couldn't make a single one. Which, I'm sorry, that's just horrible. I've watched basketball practices because my nephew used to play basketball. And, he was only like 11 or 12 when he did. But those kids, they do try their hardest to make a shot. And when they don't make it, they really do feel down. So I can only imagine towards the end, when Russell asked him how many more shots do you have left, he goes 10. So I felt really bad. And when he gets home, or when they go to the game that night, I felt really bad because he just sucked. It was crazy that he couldn't do anything, could barely pass a ball.
Imagine the coach going into the locker room and yelling at him during halftime for being so bad.
Yeah, I was glad that they still won.
Yes.
Because then was it the next morning? Yeah, it was the next morning.
Yes.
He wakes up and he's a little shorter. And this time he doesn't hit his foot on. This time the stupid trophy doesn't land on his foot because he moves it. And no, wasn't the first morning there was smoke. The second morning there was smoke.
Second, yes. For sure.
That's the morning they ran down the stairs. The first morning, they smelled stuff frying. They were shocked to smell bacon. This time it was, however, Mom was cooking in the fireplace.
Which I thought was weird because I feel like we don't have those anymore. Maybe we do. Maybe in older houses they do, but not in my house we don't.
What, fireplaces?
Yeah, that you cook on anymore?
Oh, no, she was cooking in a regular fireplace. You can do that.
I would have never known that.
I mean, if you just cast iron, get something that hangs, cast iron hook or something, you can cook in your fireplace if you got to. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, I'm trying. Okay, I'm getting a little mixed up here because I'm trying to remember when his mom fully shrunk.
I thought it was weird, honestly, that she was so tiny.
I remember. Okay. I got everything a little confused, but that's okay.
Oh, good.
His mom. So he goes to school. He continues to shrink throughout the day, like slowly. At one point, he just had enough of it, and he took his hat off, and his hair was turning red. Like, it was just dying all by itself. And so he starts to freak out. And so he goes home. He completely skips school and goes home. And when he gets home, he walks in, finds his mom making shoes. And she's about 3 inches tall.
That's tiny.
Something like that. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. And his dad looks at him and says, son, there's something we have to tell you. And at that point, he is like, oh crap. And they find out that the lucky coin is missing. He tells them what happens at the fairgrounds. And off they go. And honestly, this part of the movie, the rest of the movie until the end, was my favorite. Because it finally pulled everything together.
Yes, I love this part too. And hello, Lucky Dale. Lucky Dale came in the chat.
Hi. So we see them all go. The mom is all gung-ho, wanting to drive, and it's like, honey, maybe I should drive? Because she's itty-bitty, and she's, also loves keychains.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So they get there. His dad and him are going to go inside. They can't get past the security. So after they've been kicked out twice, he notices the group from his school, which, hey, that's perfect. So he sneaks in with them. And he gets caught, brings Bonnie into it, who's like, he's trying to explain what is going on. She's listening, and it's crazy. She's like thinking he's crazy. She shows him, and he shows her, and at that point, she points out his ears, which he hadn't noticed before, and they're starting to turn pointy. And I'm just like, oh wow, that's insane.
Imagine having pointy ears like they did.
Right? And imagine being half leprechaun.
Imagine
mom is
going to
full
tell your
leprechaun.
friends.
Yeah, the mom is full leprechaun. He's half. And we've come to find out it's the coin that keeps them looking like humans. And that is their family luck. Mom suspects Grandpa stole the luck back because he's mad at her for marrying a human. And now Bonnie isn't on the hunt to find the family's luck. They finally trying to get around, they get caught. Security finally catches them, and his name is Riley O'Reilly.
I love that
Which
name.
is, yes. So they come to discover he goes out to the parents' car, and they, a little bit of a small confrontation between the dad and the grandpa, but they all end up going in his car because dad can't get his car started, and they spot, I'm trying to remember, they find
And
at
weren't
the
they in a
fairground the bus, the camper or RV thing,
RV? Yes.
and well, there's the pot of gold. This guy is stolen everybody's luck, all their gold. So ensues a car chase, and that car chase has them ending with a flat tire, stuck in an alley, and everybody's like, "Well, what about the spare?" And he's like, "I don't drive with a spare because I've always been lucky."
I loved the car scene chase. It was probably one of my favorites. I thought it was super funny.
And then of course they're talking, and Bonnie says it can't get any worse, or how can it get worse? Question for Rachel and everybody in chat: what is the one thing you don't say when everything's going wrong?
It's just bad luck.
It can't get any worse. And all of a sudden it starts raining.
That's what I said today, and everything got worse, so I better not say that anymore.
Right? Suddenly it starts raining, and they can't get the hood of the car up, and they don't have a spare. Just all this stuff is happening, and it's crazy. Really, really crazy at this point. And finally they decided, look, this is what we're going to do. And the rain just stopped.
Magically.
And hi, Tiffany.
She's watching on her TV, by the way.
Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. But yeah, and the rainbow appears after Dad and them go off. And all of a sudden, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? That's how people perceive that. It's always been said. Well, of course, Russ is like, that's not possible. It's just science. Rainbow doesn't have an end. Well, they all took off at a run, and they find at the end of the rainbow the camper. They know the gold is in it. So they sneak over to place where Seamus and all his little buddies are, and tell Russell to keep watch as they go break into the RV camper thing. And lo and behold, Pot of Gold is the name of the safe company. And I think that's funny. So there was a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And so they went, they got their coin. And honestly, I know this would have been uninteresting, but if they had just left with their coin instead of the grandfather wanting all of it, I think they would have been fine. I think they would have gotten away safely.
Yeah, the bad guy wouldn't have chased him down either. He wouldn't have known.
Right. So, and then Kyle's like, you know what? I'll make you a deal. And the deal was, if he beat him at sports, they'd let his grandpa go, and he'd get his coin back. Get to keep his lucky coin. Well, when they say sports, I was thinking, maybe some, I don't know, soccer or something. No, it was old, ancient games from Ireland. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, there's no way at all this is going to end well.
What games were they? Remind me, if you remember what they're called.
I do not remember what they're called. I should have written it down. That's going to bug me now. That is going to bug me. So, as they play, there was like hurling or whatever it's called. I think it's an ancient Irish games. Native Games of Ireland is what I'm coming up with. That's not. Okay. The Taltian.
What?
Festival of Taltian.
Oh, Festival of Celtians, which was Celtics.
Yeah. So they played all those, and it ended in a tie. So, of course, Kyle's like, well, crap, basically. Because he said he had to beat him. Tying him is not beating him. So he made another bet. It was, he had to beat him at basketball, or he became, and if he lost, he became Seamus's slave. So Seamus says, and if I lose, he says, you'll live forever in the land of my fathers. The shores of the land of my fathers, or something like that. So now to basketball, and Kyle can't have his luck. So what they did was they went, everything was going bad at the game. Grandfather gave Russell a fake coin and told him it was a lucky coin just for him. And, well, of course, Russell believed that. And so he figured, because he believed that, he just started, playing good. Then Grandfather said something to Kyle. Kyle's like, okay, so It's in my heart. I can do this. The luck is in my heart. Or the luck is me. I'm the luck or something like that. And all of a sudden, Kyle was playing like he did when he had his lucky coin.
Which I thought was cool, that he didn't have the
Yes,
lucky
it
coin
was.
and he still could play cool.
And Seamus got so angry when it was almost tied up that he started turning into his leprechaun-ness. And finally, Kyle wins the game. And
I started
I'm going
cheering
to say now, yes,
when he won.
Seamus was stupid. Because Kyle got his luck back. And Seamus was telling him, he was all hyped up, like, it doesn't matter because I won too. You said the shores of my fathers. And then he was like, you really should learn to say things properly.
Which I thought was rude.
And I'm probably going to butcher this, so any Irish that see this, I am sorry. He said, I'm paraphrasing, you've made it so that I can never leave the land of our fathers. And called it airy or something like that. And then Kyle's comeback was perfect. It was, no, the shore of my father. My father's from Cleveland. Now, what lake is next to Cleveland? Lake Erie.
Yes.
I'm a Highland. I know what lake that is. Don't know. I live by the Great Lakes. I know the most of them. So now Seamus has to live on the shores, within the shores of Lake Erie, which I think is hilarious. And then Bonnie's dad. This part I really liked. Bonnie's dad came down and got mad. And I was like, Bonnie, where have you been all day? Why did I get a call from the school that blah, 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 blah? And before she can answer, Riley O'Reilly steps in and says something about how she was being accepted for one of their basically full ride to college and internship with them.
So that was
However,
cool.
there was just, oh my God, especially if you're still just in middle school. So she got, was like looking at him like, okay. And her dad's just like really like eating this up. And then he's like, but there's just one problem. And says that we like our applicants to be more diversified and at least have like a sport on their thing. And Dad immediately goes, oh, that won't be a problem. She's going to be starting basketball next spring. And Bonnie's just sitting there like, yes. So I loved it because that's what she wanted, was to play basketball.
Probably with him.
Probably. And then they ended. This land is Arlen, I believe. Yes, this land is Arlen, not America the Beautiful. And then after that, it goes to them at the Heritage Festival, where after Kyle does his step dance, they take up and he starts singing This Land Is Your Land. And Bonnie comes out and starts singing it with them. And then slowly, everybody comes out and everybody like in the audience starts standing up to sing. But I found it interesting that his parents were sitting with his grandfather and they weren't mad at each other anymore. Like the mom and the dad weren't mad at, you know what I mean?
They must have been proud of
It was
them
like,
and got
yes,
friendship back and family back.
yes, something he never had. So that was the end of it. Now, like I said, the second half or so was my favorite. However, out of all the Disney Channel original movies, this one maybe top 10. Because I grew up watching all of the older original Disney Channel original movies.
I rank this one like a 7 out of 10.
Okay. But I really, really liked it. So, like I did with the last, I'm going to go through, I looked up, make sure there's nothing on the next page. I looked up the actors and where they are now.
Oh, and there was no budget for this movie, by the way.
There wasn't? You couldn't find one?
I thought it was weird because I looked everywhere. And I just thought it was weird because all the other Disney Channel movies, if you look them up, they had a budget. Like even The Cat from Outer Space had a budget. But it was weird because this one didn't.
Wow. So before I go into the actors and what else they've been in, let me know, would you guys watch this movie? Do you think you'd want to see it, or if you have seen it, what would you rate it?
And let us know what you guys thought about the movie if you're watching the replay in the comments below.
Yes. And let us know that you're watching the replay.
Do you like hashtag like replay viewer or something like that?
Hashtag team replay.
Hashtag team replay if you're watching the replay.
Yep. So I'm going to start with the guy that played Kyle. Because to be honest with you, this is one of my favorites. I have two favorites. This is one of them.
I like him as an actor.
Yes, Ryan Merriman. He was in The Ring 2. He played Jake, for all you horror film junkies out there. And he was in Final Destination 3 as Kevin. And this is the third one that he was in that I found. One of my favorites. He played Ian in Pretty Little Liars.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Yay. Now I need to go. I think we should go back and watch it eventually on our own and see what he looks like. The looks from the Luck of the Irish to that show.
Yes. Because that, you know. All right. Then we're going to move on to Riley O'Reilly, who was played by Henry Gibson. I thought this was interesting. I couldn't find very much from him that a lot of people would know.
He passed away, by the way.
Yeah. He played the Sandman in a Charmed episode.
Never seen that show.
It was the original Charmed, not the new one. And it was San Francisco Dreamin', I think. But that really interested me because I love Charmed. That's one of the shows I'll go back and like rewatch. There really wasn't much for Bonnie. Her name was Alexis Lopez. She had bit pieces on other shows like just like one episode appearances. And she hasn't acted since 2003. But right now, she is currently a model.
I believe she changed her name. If she's the girl that I was reading about, she changed her name after that to something else.
Okay.
I think.
Then
I
we
will
go to
check.
Russell. Okay. We go to Russell. He was played by Glendon Chapman. He wasn't really in anything big, just bit parts again. And really couldn't find much for him either. But, some people, they don't keep on with their career. It's like, okay, one and done, or like bit pieces, and it's like, if that's all I can get, I'm done with this. And then the last one, this is my second favorite, because there were a lot more names, show names that were recognizable for people. Seamus was played by Timothy Omundson. He played Eli in Xena, Warrior Princess. He was in Deadwood as Braun Garrett. He played Phil Constantino in Jericho. I don't know if anybody's heard of the show Psych that was on USA.
Yes.
But he was Carlton Lassiter and Archie Baxter. And this is one of the reasons this is one of my favorites. I thought while we were watching it, I recognized him a little bit.
And you did.
Obviously, a younger version of him. I don't know if anybody else in the Disney community watches Supernatural. Let me know if you do, because...
Me.
Yeah.
Hi, Kai.
Hi, Kai. Because he played Cain in Supernatural. He's the one that gave Dean the mark on his arm. And then for the latest, like, he's still acting. The latest thing he's in, awesome, Kiki! I love it. The latest thing he's been in is he plays Gregory in This Is Us.
I love that show.
Well, see, there you go. Like, you're gonna have to go back and, like, picture him as the leprechaun now. But, like, all of this... Oops, I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, you said you couldn't find anything on that Alexis, right?
Yeah.
I looked it up just now, and she was in Even Stevens.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Like, it was just all bit pieces for the most part.
So she goes by Alexis Roulette now. And she's been married for 4 years.
Okay. So see, it's the interesting things you find out from, like, the Disney movies that you watched as a kid, or maybe you're just now discovering from Disney Plus, to shows that we watch now that are part of popular culture. So I thought that was cool. And one of the other things that I wanted to discuss tonight is, does anybody do anything special for St. Patrick's Day?
We're celebrating it at my center tomorrow that we go to. They're having a party, but nothing else besides that.
Anybody in chat?
I'm seeing what also, I'm checking what also Alexis is in.
It wasn't much. It was
Seventh
Russell.
Heaven.
Yeah, it was her that I found, like, bits and pieces, and it was also Russell I found bits and pieces.
She was also, doesn't say what episode, but funny enough, she was in an episode of That's So Raven. And the character's name was
Yeah.
Rachel, which I think is funny.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for chat, go ahead.
Kathleen, I would love to see a photo of you in your green wear. Your St. Patty's Day wear. She said she'll be home in green.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely be posting a picture tomorrow on my Instagram. Which I'll link my Instagram and Rachel's Facebook group below after this is over. Tomorrow.
Yes, please do. Kathleen, join my Facebook group.
Tomorrow we are making corned beef and cabbage stew.
Yummy.
My mom has made it every year for as long as I can remember. I love it. I made it one year when I lived up in Illinois away from my mom and my family because I was living with a friend and I was like, you know what? No, I cannot have St. Patrick's Day without, okay, Kai, I can't have St. Patrick's Day without my corned beef and cabbage stew. So I did everything the same way she did, except I used an actual beef brisket and it just didn't taste the same because mom will use the canned corned beef, which I think is way better. So I was like, yeah, mom makes it better. And like way better. So we're going to make that tomorrow. And
that sounds good. Are you going to watch any St. Patrick's Day movies or TV shows?
Honestly, I don't know very many.
I don't either.
I do know Charlie's going to be here. So I'm hoping his dad hasn't taught him if they're not wearing green, pinch them.
Please, let's pinch him for last week.
So, oh no, if he pinches me and I'm wearing green, I'm going to get his little butt. But I mean, I'm going to wear this shirt tomorrow. It is one I picked up, I think last year actually. And I picked it up because it's cats, you guys. It is cats as a leprechaun and a unicorn kitty. See? Like, it's just too adorable for me to pass up. So I will be wearing this tomorrow. I'm going to make sure my mom digs out her St. Patrick's Day shirt because it's all green and it's just, I know my brother and I know, Charlie.
The guy that played Halford in the movie, the bad guy, I think, is that correct? Halford's the bad guy?
One of them, yeah.
In this Luck of the Irish. He's in a lot. I just looked him up. Have you seen what he's been in?
No, I just did like the main characters.
He's in The Walking Dead, Supergirl, True Detective, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he was in a movie called Bad Times at El Royale High, or El Royale.
Oh, wow.
Did you figure out what the dad's doing? Do you know what his name is? I can't find anything on him on this site. I know what the mom's doing, but I didn't see anything about the dad.
Let me double check. Oh.
Did you write down the dad?
No, but I know how to get to it easy.
I know he's a main character to me, at least.
Yeah, I guess I just picked the ones that were more active in the whole Irish thing. I mean, I didn't even do the mom.
I just looked up the mom. She was in CSI.
Like a bunch of episodes or just one?
Maybe just one? Let me see. She was in Charmed. I don't know if you watched that show.
Which Charmed?
Oh. Oops. Hold on. Her name is Marita something. Garrity.
Well, I don't know which Charmed was she in.
Oh. Let me see. Oh, you asked me what episode. First of all, you asked me what she was in CSI. She was on this episode called "The Recipe for Murder" in 2003 as Jane Damon. And
Okay,
it doesn't. 2003, Charmed. She played Katrina on this episode called Cat House.
Okay. Okay, I knew which one she was in. Okay, so the dad, his name was Paul Kiernan. I'm looking at this. I'm going to go from 2001 up because I don't recognize a lot of the things he was in. And I still don't. But he was in a couple of other Disney Channel movies.
Which ones?
Go figure. Go figure. He was Coach Reynolds. Anybody watch Daddy Day Camp, the movie?
Yes.
He was in Daddy Day Camp. He played Bill. I don't recognize some of these things. Like, they're just stuff you really wouldn't recognize. He was also in. He played Steve in Double Teamed, and I believe Steve was the dad.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. I'm looking at him right now.
And then one of the next things that it says he's in, which this makes me excited. For all you Disney fans, this should make you excited. I'm about to see if it's what I think it is.
Nope. If it's Happy Land, nope.
No. Oh, no, it's not. I thought this short would be about Nightmare Before Christmas, but it's not. He's going to be in a short called Sally, and he's playing a guy named Jack.
Look what it's about. An Irish bar. Sally's about an Irish bar. I think that's funny.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay. But I was really hoping it would have been about something else.
Me too.
But that's okay. Hi, Carolyn Life.
Oh, hi, Carolyn.
So Carolyn, do you have anything that you do for St. Patrick's Day? Like any family traditions or just anything that you do as an American? Because everybody, Irish or not, celebrate St. Patrick's Day, is what I feel.
Did you see that there was another Luck of the Irish movie, or at the same time, or Luck of the Irish, but it was like from 1958 or something like that. I don't know if it has the same storyline though. I didn't look into it.
No, I don't think it does either. It's a popular title.
And I was also reading.
I'm going to type it in here, and I'm going to tell you how many come up.
Well, you look.
Oh, there we go. Okay, keep going.
Well, there. No, I don't know what I was going to say. I'll think of it for a second.
Various TV shows have used the title "The Luck of the Irish" for an episode, but I'm coming up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actual movie titles.
I want to see what year that one that I saw was. Let's see.
Oh,
I know what it is.
weird
I know
reading
what it.
tomorrow. I'm doing it Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, which, by the way, if you'd like to submit a video, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, Carolina's CP.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Where's that one that I saw?
1948, 1920, 1936, and 1939.
That's crazy. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Supposedly, and I don't have I don't have Disney Channel or any of those, but supposedly they used to play this version of Luck of the Irish on Disney Channel every St. Patrick's Day. Now I don't know if they are this year, but I was reading that somewhere.
I don't have Disney Channel either. I don't use cable.
Me either.
Disney Channel.
I was reading that somewhere, and I don't remember where I was reading it now.
Day sign up.
I feel like Disney Channel went away.
I know. It's crazy. Honestly, I don't want Disney to go on. Okay, you know what? Disney Channel. Carolyn likes your headband, Rachel.
Thank you. Carolyn, I actually have 4 of them. No. Yes,
She has been changing them throughout the night.
Hey, you said to wear green. I had to change them. Let's see. I don't see it on their lineup for tomorrow, so maybe they took it off their lineup. Interesting.
Yeah. That is. I would really, that's one of the things I liked how they used to do that. They used to play certain movies every year, like they still do the Halloween Town, It'd be cool if they still did the Luck of the Irish. So
yeah, I was reading something about it. But I don't remember what I was reading about it.
Okay. Well, we're at an hour. You want to let us know what's going on with your channel for next week?
I don't really have anything coming up. I might be posting a Roadster Show video. Oh, she gave you a compliment on your channel.
Oh, thank you, Carolyn.
Oh, ha. Tiffany just messaged me and says, I can check. I have Disney Channel. Because I believe on DirecTV,
awesome.
On DirecTV, I believe you can search the TV show and it will show it when it's playing. I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, it'll show it when it's playing.
I'm going to, most likely in this coming week, as you guys know, I did a live stream from the Roadster Show this weekend. And the car show. So I might have a video coming up on that of the car show, of the pictures of the cars. And yes, my dad took a photo of me in front of that Captain America car. So that'll be in the video.
Awesome. Okay.
Tiffany said she's doing it now.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for her to let us know. And I'll let you guys know what I'm up to this week. First of all, next Tuesday, we are doing a Goofy movie.
And I'll be
I'm
singing
super
Eye
excited
to
for that
Eye. Just joking.
I haven't seen a Goofy movie in a very long time. So I will be doing that. We'll be watching that in preparation for next week. As for my channel, I have coming up on Friday. I typically, if I have enough stuff for content, will post on Mondays and Fridays. I had a video come out yesterday of welcome back, Kai. I had a video come out yesterday of my giveaway win from Just Ginger, and Tuesday on Friday. I'm sorry, I'm getting my days confused, you guys. It's just been one of those days. On Friday, I have one coming out for my Good versus Evil pin board pin collection, and then hopefully, I'm hoping Monday I will have the final Good versus Evil pin board video out. Sundays, I am a guest on the Hall Family Adventures with Lena on Craft and Chat.
I will probably be on there this
Carolyn.
week. You should know that. I asked Lena if I could be on there this week. I could work on my diamond paintings.
Yeah. Thank you, Carolyn. I was super excited. It was the one thing in that giveaway that I wanted to win, and when I did, I was there was no words.
Oh, that thing's not till June, but I was thinking about the box swap video, but that's not till June, right?
No, that's not until June.
Okay. I forgot about that.
So she got back to you yet?
She's still looking at it. I told her to type it in. She said she doesn't see anything, but she's going to type it in real quick.
Okay.
Can we ask the chat for more suggestions because Kai is here and Carolyn? Or do we have...
Yes. You guys, we have a ton of stuff to pick through, and we're trying to pick movies that everybody would like.
Did you put Tower Terror on there?
Yes.
You said you were going to look for it on...
yes, it's on here.
You were going to look for it, because I can't... You said I couldn't find it, or you couldn't find it anywhere. You said you were going to look for it on Disney Movie Club. Yes, I can.
Yes, I found it on Disney Movie Club.
To buy it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that much.
Okay.
So does anybody else have any suggestions? We have one day in April that we need a movie for. And I thought maybe we would take a suggestion from one of the next two streams and do that. We've had so many good suggestions, so.
We have to leave a spot open unless we take one out eventually for The Little Mermaid, but we never know when his schedule's going to be.
Right, that's why I still have it tentatively for the 6th, but if he is unable to do it, we will figure that out.
Okay.
So, all right.
Carolyn, do you have a favorite Disney movie? Kai, do you have a favorite Disney movie? I know you're in here, Kai. They don't have, okay, they don't have no showings, but it's on demand.
Oh, okay.
It's on demand till March 31st at 12 a.m.
Right. That's kind of weird that they don't have any showings for it. Disney Channel, boo you.
Yes.
I'm just gonna real quick before we jump off here. And we're going to send you over to the Hitchhiking Bones. They have a stream that they're doing right now. The movies that we have right now are Holes, the Descendants Trilogy, because I think we could go. Have you guys ever seen the sequels
What
to
about?
Aladdin? I've actually seen both sequels to Aladdin.
Did you know there's like 4 of them? I looked that up the other day of Aladdin.
3.
3. Isn't there like a Jafar one? Or is that not count
Yeah,
as
that's
a
number
sequel?
2. That's number 2.
And where
Return
does
of
the
Jafar.
where does the live action come in on that?
The live action is a remake of the original.
Do you count that
But
as number
in the
3?
original trilogy, Aladdin and Jasmine don't get married till the 3rd movie. But they get married in the live action Aladdin. So it's okay. So we've got Beauty and the Beast and Sword in the Stone.
Never seen Sword in the Stone still. Oh, I should see if that's on Disney Plus. Hold on.
It is. We have the live action, the original live action 101 and 102 Dalmatians.
What week do we have High School Musical?
Yeah, that we're gonna do with Just Sammy Things. We're working
we
for
know
the
what-
27th.
Yay!
Tower of Terror, Christopher Robin. We're going to do Hercules at the end of this month. Lion King, Pocahontas, Onward, Soul, Robin Hood, Tangled, DuckTales, Pinocchio, and then we want to do an episode of this where we compare the live action live action Mulan to the animated Mulan.
And eventually,
Hi, Samantha. So right now that's what we have. So we're asking for recommendations of what you guys would like to see. You can leave it.
Does Samantha have
the
any
Haunted Mansion is
suggestions?
a good one.
Yes, we can compare it. And I was thinking for Tower of Terror and Haunted Mansion, we could also compare it to the rides. Because I've been on Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. I haven't been to it at Disney World.
We'll have to bring on somebody that when we do those, though, because don't come for me. I've never been to Disney.
I've been to Disneyland's Haunted Mansion, but I've never been to Disney World.
I've never been to Disney, period.
And I've never been to that one.
Samantha, do you have a favorite Disney movie that you'd like to see us do?
Samantha's an amazing artist, by the way. Do you have any suggestions on who you would ask for Tower of Terror? We could. No, I was going to say.
No, I would have to ask.
I was going to say we could ask TNG. Oh, look what she said in the chat.
The Luck of the Irish was a great movie.
I would ask TNG, but they said they're busy Tuesdays, and they like the Tower of Terror, but
yeah,
busy Tuesdays. I could always ask Tim though.
I don't know. We'll discuss it later. We'll figure it out. All right. So we are going to let you guys go. It's been a little over an hour, and I'm going to put the link in chat there for the Hitchhiking Bones. They are live doing a Happy St. Patrick's Day stream. So we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.